Hey yo, just gonna follow up this adding audio to our game live. The first part, if you missed it, we added this data to our spreadsheet, which has all of our metadata for the game. Among other things, this is just the audio files, and we exported those OGs from one giant OG. And so now that we've got that data in, what we need to actually do is take this metadata from the spreadsheet, turn it into actual game data, because it doesn't do any good in the spreadsheet. So we use Murtec. We're going to generate the code based on um, all of our metadata. And so this is Mergin, and it takes all the spreadsheets, of which there's a bunch of metadata, and turns them into um, data that can actually be ingested, and it goes and generates all this code, data, database stuff, network stuff, client, server, serializers. We'll go over that later. But so that's done, and now we've got that code into our and data into our Unity project here. And so what we need to do is open up Unity and let it, um, it's got to do a little bit of a process for taking these OGs and ingesting them, and as well as compiling all the new data. So it's not for OGs. It's kind of easy. So they're basically just the nature of opening Unity. Um, we'll ensure that like these meta files exist and they get processed, so we can double check that that worked. So now you see we have our OGs and we have our matching meta files, and so that's cool. And then the last part of this is we can go ahead and test this. Let me bring up the task manager here so that we can restart our data service and give it a good old test. And let's see. Oh, shoot. I got 4 monitors. Let me switch right back here. Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Put this on desktop too. All right. And this. Now we're going. So basically, sorry, I'm just getting. I got multiple desktops set up, and I'm trying to get it so that I can share with y'all. Okay, so hopefully y'all can see all this. I'm trying to get it so you can see it all. So what we're going to do is, um, there you go. We're going to run the data service. I got a bat file that compiles it, kicks it off for development locally, and we just want to test the game, make sure that what we did actually works. Um, Longest part of development is waiting on your tools, and generally like compilation and stuff. So all right, server's running, so we're gonna go and kick off the client, and then I'll show you how I tested the game. I've got a a couple little kind of like debug tricks that I've added. So in a game that connects to a server, um, you don't see this ever in like in released games, but generally there's these developer menus, and that's so that you can compile code and connect to a different server. You might want to connect to a test server or your local box or staging server, or the release game's got to connect to the live server, all that stuff. And when you're developing a game, it sometimes really sucks to uh, get to the spot that you're trying to test. Let's say you're trying to test like level 8 in Super Mario. If you didn't have a warp and you had to play to get to that, it would suck. So a developer menu would let you just kind of warp there. And that's our developer menu. Got a ton of stuff. If you're interested in seeing more about that, let me know. I can walk you through it. But,
all right, and welcome to the War Room. I'm Flip.
This is kind of our test here, and if you look over here on the spreadsheet, all of these intros have IDs. Let me go ahead and kill the music, so we're jamming pretty good. Just kill everything so we can hear. So over here we have these IDs, so everything in Mertech system's got an ID, like everything, whether it be a record or whatever. And that kind of makes it easy 'cause we can get straight to it. So let's test the Big Losers intro, which is new. And I have a command, I believe it's debug ATR and then the ID. We'll try it.
All right, and welcome to the War Room. I'm Flip Primrod, and for all you first-timers, welcome to Legends of Boom. Whether you're in the audience today or competing, it's nice to have you with us. And today's game is brought to you in part by Big Losers Sports Casual Wear, designed for guys in their late 30s and 40s who still wear backwards baseball hats, cargo shorts, XXX sports jerseys, like to hang out in college bars till closing time, and ask their friends to help them move for free pizza. Today's big winners will receive Big Losers Sportswear promo code, good for 10% off their next purchase from our official backwards baseball cap collection. Remember, it's not cool unless it's backwards. Call now or click and we'll send a free pair of backwards sunglasses. Legends of Boom starts now.
Okay, so that's working. So we know that we've done a full lap. We took this raw OG from Tim. He recorded a bunch of stuff. We chopped it into little bits. We put the metadata into the spreadsheets, run the generators, get all of our code and data updated, the databases, everything, the metadata for the server and the client, and then we run a client and see that it works. So we are, and Flip's animating and stuff. He animates dynamically. It's kind of a neat little algorithm, but that we've developed non-AI, but it looks like it's all working good. So that is how we get audio in to a game for at least for these vocal tracks. I'll go live whenever I got some interesting stuff to show y'all, trying to give you an inside look into game development and just software development in general. And the big secret is, invest heavily in tools and frameworks that can do stuff for you so that you can focus on the creative aspects and the stuff that hasn't been invented yet. And that will give you sort of maximal bang for the buck in terms of the number of calendar days that go by and the amount of work that you deliver. All right, see you later. Bye.